And hello and welcome to Unity Christian High School here in Orange City for tonight's Class 3A Region 6 first round playoff matchup between the visiting Okoboji Pioneers and the host Unity Christian Knights. I am Jordan DeSmit and I will be giving you the call here for this one on Fuller Digital Solutions, and I'll talk a little bit about both teams. First for Okoboji, they're led by head coach John Adams. They are 10-12 on the season and finished 8-10 in the Siouxland Conference. That put them at a 6th place finish in the conference. And the Pioneers might have had one of the most interesting and perplexing seasons I've seen. They started the year 0-6. Granted, they were playing some great teams in the Siouxland, such as Central Lyon, West Lyon, Sioux Center, and Silvio Cheatham. But then they won their next 5, beating some of the lesser competition in the conference. And after that win streak, they lost another 6 in a row when their conference schedule heated up again. But they come into this game on another 5-game win streak, which puts them at their current 10-12 mark. So just a crazy roller coaster season for the Pioneers that they look to keep alive here tonight. And one of their leaders that will be key for them tonight is returning honorable mention all-conference selection Ava Packabush. Packabush leads the team in points and is averaging close to 11 per game, and she is top 5 in the Siouxland in free throws made along with assists. And not far behind her in points is Midland basketball commit Carly Karstens. She's averaging about 10.7 per game, and her and Packabush have been a solid 1-2 punch when they've been rolling this season. And we'll have to see if that duo will find a way to stop the firepower that Unity Christian possesses. And speaking of those Unity Christian Knights, they're of course led by head coach Jay Scheidemann. They are 16-5 overall and ended on top of the War Eagle Conference with a perfect 9-0 record in conference play. They also come into this game ranked number 12 in Class 3A, and despite the success they've had this season, they have still had their fair share of setbacks. They had losses to Class 3A number 7 ranked Sioux Center, Class 4A number 3 ranked Bishop Heelan, and an unranked Rock Valley team, all within about a 13-day stretch. But they did end the year off right with 3 straight convincing victories, and a key win in there was over a Class 4A number 12 Spencer, and their latest victory was a 32-point win over Marcus Meriting Cleghorn Remsen Union back on Tuesday. So the Knights appear to have it figured out, and one thing that we've seen is a couple players step up in the absence of Tyra Scheidemann. Cassie Deckers has played well the past couple weeks, and she even had 17 points back in their latest game on a Tuesday night. And Jaylee Woucher has been money from 3 lately as well. She went 5 of 8 from beyond the arc on Tuesday and finished with 18. So this has taken the load off Skonoven a little bit, and I do not think she needs to feel like she has to do everything, and she hasn't had to do everything lately. She's got a great team and a lot of talent around her that's really developed and grown as the season's gone on. And this is a good sign of a team improving, and I'm excited to see how far this team can make it, and their journey will start tonight. And I'll quick go through just kind of what the playoff bracket looks like here before they get into starting lineups for the national anthem. So obviously Unity is playing Okoboji tonight, and the winner of the game tonight will play the winner of West Lyon and MOC Floyd Valley. And so the Knights will have to win 3 games to get to the state tournament. They'll be crowned the Region 6 champion. But on the other side of the bracket, Sioux Center, who they've lost to this season, is hosting Sheldon tonight, and Spirit Lake is hosting Rock Valley. And obviously the winner of the Sioux Center and Sheldon game will play the winner of the Spirit Lake and Rock Valley game. And my guess, just looking at the records and just seeing what Sioux Center has done so far this year, I'm guessing Sioux Center is going to be the team that makes out of that side of the bracket. And so obviously this region is going to run through Sioux Center, and it's a team that Unity is going to have to play better against. They had a tough game against them the first time around. But they need to win their first couple games first, and they'll have to take care of this game and take care of the present moment before they even start thinking about playing Sioux Center a week down the road. So about 10 seconds before we start starting lineups along with the national anthem, I will go ahead and take a break. And I actually might have the camera pointed at the action as we start starting lineups. So you are watching Unity Christian Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Unity Christian High School. Tonight's girls 3A regional tournament game featuring the Okoboji Pioneers and Unity Christian Knights. Girls High School Athletic Team reminds all in attendance that good sportsmanship starts with respect for yourself, your team, the opponent, and the decisions of the officials. Let your sportsmanship show at all times during tonight's contest. Let's start by meeting the cheerleaders for Okoboji. Taylor Berglund, Raylan Marsden, and Grace Rutter. And coached by Andrea Langner. And the cheerleaders for Unity Christian, Naya Vanderbeck, Ava Noyes, Emily Strack, Hannah Heisinger, Lily Vanderbeek, and Megan Ross. They are coached by Ines Wogan. Here are your starting lineups for tonight's contest. First for the Pioneers, 6-foot junior number 5, Zoe Holmes. And for the Knights, a 5'8" senior number 2, Cassidy Decker. For the Pioneers, a 5'7" junior number 3, Ava Atwood. And for the Knights, a 5'8" senior number 4, Caitlin Zagelbergen. For the Pioneers, a 5'3" senior number 12, Harley Carson. And for the Knights, a 5'11" senior number 11, Gracie Scomo. For the Pioneers, a 5'11" senior number 23, Lene Anderson. For the Knights, a 6-foot sophomore, number 10, Jaden Hoffmeyer. For the Pioneers, a 5'6" senior number 30, Hannah Elmer. For the Knights, a 5'10" sophomore, number 44, Courtney Hoffmeyer. Pioneers are coached by John Adams, assisted by Adam Gertz, Emily Meadows, and Dalton Perrin. The Knights are coached by Jay Scudderman, assisted by John Howard and Sherry Guzman. Your officials for tonight's contest are Brady Curlin, Kelly Kramer, and Brady Baker. Now we ask that you all please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School. I apologize if you couldn't hear the starting lineups as well. I'm having trouble with the gym microphone, but I'll give you your starting lineups in case you didn't hear it. First, for Okoboji, we'll see a junior number 3, Ava Packabush, a junior number 5, Zoe Holmes, a senior number 12, Carly Carsons, a senior number 23, Lene Abrahamson, and a senior number 30, McKenna Helmers. And for the Knights, we'll see a senior number 2, Cassidy Deckers, a senior number 4, Caitlin Zevenbergen, a sophomore number 10, Jaden Hoffmeyer, a senior number 11, Gracie Skonoven, and a sophomore number 44, Courtney Hoffmeyer. Of course, the Knights coached by Jay Scheidemann, and the Pioneers coached by John Adams, and we're about set for tip-off with Hoffmeyer facing off against Holmes. And the tip-off goes to Unity Christian. Here's Cassidy Deckers with it near baseline. Brings it back out. Almost poked away, hands it off to Zevenbergen. Zevenbergen dribbles near right wing. Hands it back to Skodoven. Skodoven drives baseline or layup up and no good. Gets your own rebound. Put back. No good, but she's fouled. And Skodoven will go to the line for 2. And Gracie Skodoven from the free throw line this year, 68.6% as she misses the first one too long. 72 of 105, so she's been there quite a bit. Second free throw on the way, and good. And Skodoven gets on the board, and it's 1-0, Unity Christian. And here come the Pioneers back the other way. This is Packabush. Packabush brings it back out. This is Karstens with it. Karstens stops her dribble, looking for somewhere to go. Gets it back out to Packabush. Packabush drives, gets it near in the paint to Holmes. Holmes working on Hoffmeyer, turns around, off the glass, no good. And rebound, Skodoven coming back the other way. Here's Skodoven, coast to coast in transition. They're going to wave it off, and they're going to call a foul on Okoboji. So it looks like they got Karstens on that foul. And the Knights to inbound. They get it into Zevenberg and back to Decker's left wing. She'll pump. Kick it back out to Jaden Hoffmeyer. Swings it to Gracie Skodoven. Skodoven in the paint to Jaden Hoffmeyer. Gets it into Courtney Hoffmeyer. Her layup up and good. Courtney Hoffmeyer on the board for the first time. It's 3-0. Unity Christian leads. Here's Packabush. Packabush kicks it back out. This is Karstens with it, and she loses it, and it's taken by Cassidy Deckers. And here come the Knights back the other way. Deckers near the top of the key. Kicks it back out to Zevenberg, and she'll take a 3. Too long, no good. Rebound taken by Jaden Hoffmeyer. Her layup up and good. And it's a 5-0 run to start the game. And we'll see what the Pioneers can do. Here's Packabush. Packabush drives. That's no good. Contested jumper near the rim. Here comes the Knights back the other way. Skodoven swings it over to Zevenberg, and Zevenberg pumps, kicks it back out to Deckers. Deckers stops, jumper, good. Multiple Knights on the board to start the game, and Okoboji wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Unity Christian basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School for the first round of Region 6 playoff action between the Unity Christian Knights and the Okoboji Pioneers. Pioneers find themselves in a 7-0 hole. Here they come trying to erase that deficit. This is Packabush. Packabush had Holmes wide open in the paint. She kicks it back out. Here's another pass in the paint to Karstens. That's off her hands and out of bounds. It'll be Unity Christian basketball. And this Okoboji team actually coming in on a 5-game win streak, just coming off a win against Sheldon back on Tuesday. Off to a rough start here so far. This is Skodoven, spins in the paint, layup up and good with the foul. What a move in the paint by Skodoven. And she will go to the line as well. A 9-0 run to start the game for the Knights. Skodoven 1 for 2 from the free throw line on her first trip, and that one's too long. Fight for the rebound taken by Okoboji. Here's Packabush. Packabush drives in the paint, and her little floater is no good. Great defense by Gracie Skodoven to force that shot that was off the mark. And here come the Knights back the other way. Cassidy Deckers gets it over to Zevenbergen. Zevenbergen brings it back out, hands it off to Skodoven. Skodoven cross court to Deckers. Deckers over to Jaden Hoffmeyer. Thought about a 3. She'll bring it cross court to Zevenbergen. Here's Deckers with it now. Deckers over to Jaden Hoffmeyer off her hands. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Okoboji basketball. Couple new substitutions. Jaylee Woucher checks in, as well as Mia Skeideman. Zevenbergen and Courtney Hoffmeyer check out. And for Okoboji, we'll see Olivia Lorenzen check in for McKenna Helmers. So here's Packabush. 5:16 remaining first period. Knights off to a hot start. And her pass near the paint to Holmes. Holmes gets it in to Karstens, whose layup is up and good. Take that back. That's Olivia Lorenzen. So she's on the board. The Pioneers are on the board. Here's Jaden Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer blocked from behind, goes out of bounds, out on Okoboji. So the Knights will retain possession. With the way the Pioneers jerseys are, it's hard to tell what the numbers are sometimes from far away. But nonetheless, Unity Christian basketball. Deckers into Skonoven. Skonoven swings it back out to Mia Skeideman. Skeideman swings it to Wouchstra. Here's Deckers, pumps, drives, baseline, her floater up and too long, no good. And rebound Okoboji. Lene Abrahamson hands it off to Packabush. Packabush almost lost it. And she'll try to drive the lane, stops, layup, no good. And rebound. Unity Christian coming back the other way. This is Skeideman. Skeideman crossover dribble, cross court pass to Deckers. Deckers drives, pull up, jumper, no good. Rebound Jaden Hoffmeyer, who lays it up and in. Jaden Hoffmeyer with a couple early buckets. It's 11-2. Unity Christian leads. Here's Abrahamson. She'll pull up from way downtown. That's good. Lene Abrahamson, not afraid to pull up from three. She's about 30% from three on the year. That's her 41st made three. And there's a good pass in the paint from Skonoven to Hoffmeyer. And the Knights answer right back. It's a 13-5 lead for Unity Christian. Here's Packabush. Packabush drives. She's blocked by Skonoven. Here comes Skonoven. Had it poked away, but she's fouled. Looks like they got the foul on Olivia Lorenzen. Couple new substitutions. Courtney Hoffmeyer as well as Zevenbergen check in. Jaden Hoffmeyer and Cassidy Deckers check out. Here's Mia Skeideman with it. Pass it into Skonoven. Skonoven has her pass taken away by Lorenzen. Lorenzen bringing it back in transition, and she loses it. It'll go out of bounds. Unity Christian will take back the basketball. Here's Mia Skeideman. Skeideman gets it past the timeline, stops right wing. Gets it over to Woucher. Woucher pumps and hands it off to Zevenbergen. Zevenbergen into Skonoven. Near baseline to Woucher. She tried for a reverse layup. She's blocked. Rebound by Courtney Hoffmeyer. Swings it back out. Here's Skonoven with it now. Skonoven drives in the paint, gets it in to Hoffmeyer, and they're going to call a charge in the paint, so no shots. As I didn't see what Okoboji Pioneer fell to the floor, but it was a foul on Gracie Skonoven. So that's Skonoven's first, and that's Unity's first. Okoboji has 4 team fouls. Here's Carly Karstens. Karstens drives in lane, left-handed layup, up and good. Carly Karstens, the Midland basketball commit, gets on the board. Here's Mia Skeideman. Skeideman swings it over to Wouchstra. Wouchstra over to Skonoven. Skonoven drives near baseline. They're going to call another charge on Gracie Skonoven. That got the Okoboji crowd fired up. That's Skonoven's second, so let's watch out for that as the game goes along. Coach Skeideman didn't like the call. So it's a 6-point game now. Here's Carly Karstens. Karstens hands it off to Abrahamson. Gets it in the paint to Lorenzen, and Lorenzen traveled. And the Pioneers will turn it over. Zoe Holmes checks back in for the Pioneers. Packabush checks back in as well. Abrahamson as well as Karstens check out. Here's Skeideman in to Skonoven. Already at 2 fouls of Skonoven. Swings it over to Skeideman. Skeideman in the paint to Hoffmeyer. Good pass into Skonoven, who lays it up and in. Good find by Courtney Hoffmeyer. And it's an 8-point lead for the Knights. Here's Lorenzen, right elbow. Swings it in the paint. Good defense as the Pioneers had to swing it back out. And there's Bundy who has it taken away by Skonoven. Skonoven bringing it back the other way. Her layup up and good. Gracie Skonoven with back-to-back buckets. It's a 10-point lead for the Knights. Here's Packabush. Gets it over. Here's Bundy with it. Bundy, they're going to wave off the shot. They're going to call a foul inside. So Jaden Hoffmeyer and Deckers check back in. Woudstra and Mia Skeideman check out. So I believe the foul on Woudstra there. And a good pass, but a layup could not get it to go. That was Bachman who missed the layup. Here's Deckers. Deckers drives, baseliner layup, no good. Block from behind, taken by Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer's floater up and good. Jaden Hoffmeyer with 8 early in this one. It's a 19-7 lead. Here's Packabush, swings it over. Here's Bachman with it now. Bachman kicks it back out. Pump fake. This is Bundy. Bundy, her shot no good, but she's fouled. And she will go to the line for 2. Bundy at the line, 17 for 28 on the year. That is a 60.7% clip. And the first free throw on the way, and good from Lydia Bundy. And Bundy, in their win over Sheldon on Tuesday, had 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Player that comes off the bench just about every game for the Pioneers. Second free throw up, and it was good, but I believe someone from Okoboji crossed early, so the free throw waved off. It's still 19-8. Here's Zevenbergen. Zevenbergen brings it back the other way, taken away, poked away, and Zoe Holmes has it, gets it up to, this is McKenna Helmers, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Okoboji basketball. And Mia Skeideman checks back in. She'll check in for Skonoven. 1:06 remaining first period. Pretty eventful so far. Abrahamson will check in for Okoboji as well. She'll check in for Lydia Bundy. Here's Helmers. Helmers gets it into Packabush near right wing. Packabush drives through the lane, kicks it back out, almost taken away. Ball still on the floor. They're going to call a foul on Zevenbergen. So Zevenbergen picks up her second, team's 5th. Wouster will check in for Zevenbergen. Here's Packabush with it as we are under a minute to go. First period, she'll drive the lane. Her floater up and no good off the glass. Fight for the rebound taken by Holmes. Holmes trying to find somewhere to go. Lays it up and in. Zoe Holmes, her first points of the game. It's 19-10. Here's Mia Skeideman. Skeideman swings it over to Woudstra. Woudstra works off a screen near right wing. Gets it over to Skeideman. Skeideman traveled. And the Pioneers will take over. Still up by 9. 33.9 seconds to go, first period. Here's Ava Packabush with it, bringing it back across the timeline. Shot clock turned off. Looks like the Pioneers will play for one last shot here before the end of the first period. Packabush just dribbling near the logo, trying to set something up here. Holmes sets a screen. Packabush drives through the lane. Her floater up and no good. Rebound Holmes. Put back no good. Rebound fought for. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow Okoboji with 0.7 seconds left. So Packabush to inbound near the baseline. Gets it into Holmes. No, taken by Deckers, but that will be the end of the first period with the Knights leading 19-10. We'll take a break. You're watching Unity Christian Basketball on Fuller Digital.
As a bank that cares about supporting small businesses, American State Bank assisted hundreds of young entrepreneurs launch their first business. Starting a business can be complicated, even when it's just a lemonade stand. It's never too early to begin thinking towards your next project, and we'll be here to help make it go as smoothly as possible. Supporting entrepreneurs, no matter their age, it's what we do.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School. It's Region 6 playoff action between the Unity Christian Knights and the Okoboji Pioneers. The Knights got off to a quick start, about I believe it was a 9-0 lead. It's been about even since then. But the Knights still hanging on to a 19-10 lead. And the Unity bleachers not necessarily filled to the brim, but the ones that have come out, the long drive from Milford, Iowa, where Okoboji High School is, they've made this gym pretty loud, a small gym as it is. Zevenbergen inbounds it into Deckers. Deckers double team, gets it in to Skonovan. Skonovan in the paint to Hoffmeyer. That goes out of bounds. Out on Okoboji. The Knights will retain possession. Skonovan in it to Zevenbergen. Cross court to Deckers, top of the key. In the paint to Skonovan. She tries to get it in to Hoffmeyer. Here's Zevenbergen with it now. Skonovan near left wing. She'll drive in the paint. Kick it into Jaden Hoffmeyer. Layup no good, but she's fouled. So Jaden Hoffmeyer will go to the line for two. Zoe Holmes guilty of that foul. Hoffmeyer's first free throw is up and good. Hoffmeyer has 9 here early. Second free throw on the way and rattles in and good. Make that 10 points for Hoffmeyer. 21-10 is the Unity Christian lead. Here's Carly Karstens with it now, near right wing, working on Skonovan. Swings it over to Packabush near left wing. Packabush back to Karstens. Karsten falls to the floor. They're going to call a travel. Looks like her feet just kind of gave out. Here come the Knights back the other way. This is Deckers. Deckers gets it in. No, taken away by Holmes. Here come the Pioneers back the other way, trying to climb out of this deficit. Here's Abrahamson. Another deep three from her, way too short. And rebound goes out of bounds. It'll remain with Unity Christian. And Olivia Lorenzen checks in. McKenna Helmers checks out for Okoboji. Here's Zevenbergen. Zevenbergen up to Skonovan. Skonovan near left wing. Works off a screen, gets it in the paint to Courtney. Hoffmeyer has it taken away by Holmes. Okoboji's tightened up a little bit here in this end of the first quarter, into the second quarter. Here's Abrahamson with it. Gets it over to Olivia Lorenzen. Lorenzen pumps, drives, kicks it back out. Here's Abrahamson with it again. She'll drive in the paint, her floater up and no good. Rebound Zoe Holmes, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow, Okoboji. So Packabush to inbound near the baseline. Packabush gets it into Lorenzen near the corner. Lorenzen working on Skonovan. She's double team, kicks it back out to Abrahamson. She'll take a three, right wing, good. Lene Abrahamson with her second three of the game, and they're going to call a foul on Olivia Lorenzen. That's her second, team seventh, which brings up a 1-1 for Unity Christian. It'll be Cassidy Deckers at the line. She is 62.5% from the line coming in. 35 out of 56 as Mia Scheidemann checks in for Zevenbergen. And Woucher checks in for Courtney Hoffmeyer. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up and too long, no good. Fight for the rebound, taken by Skonova. Skonova goes up with it. She's fouled, and she will go to the line for 2. And Skonova, top 5 coming in a lot of categories in the War Eagle, but more notably, she's first in all 3A in field goals made as she sinks the first free throw. She's also first in field goal percentage. She's shooting 66.4% from the floor as her second free throw is up and good. Skonova up to 9. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Knights. Here's Packabush with it. Packabush works off a screen, gets it over to Carson's left wing. Carson pumps, drives, baseline, kicks it back out to Packabush. Packabush pumps again. She'll stop near the free throw line, kick it back out to Abrahamson, who almost has it taken away. She kicks it back out to Lorenzen. Lorenzen drives in her baseline, floater up and no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul inside. That's Okoboji's 8th, and it'll be another 1-and-1 for Unity Christian. Foul that time on Zoe Holmes. That's her second. And it looks like Emma Wittrock will check in for Holmes. And Wouchstra from the free throw line this year, only 13 for 19, 68.4%. First one no good. Rebound Okoboji. The Knights have got to take advantage of these 1-and-1s here as the half goes on. But here's Carson's good drive in the lane, but a floater no good. And rebound Jaden Hoffmeyer. Deckers swings it up to Skonova. Skonova in the paint, spin, layup, up and good with the left hand. Another great move in the paint by Skonova. She's got 11 here. It's a 12-point lead for the Knights. Here's Packabush. Floater off the glass, up and good. Ava Packabush on the board for the first time tonight. Here's Skydeman, swings it to Wouchstra. Here's Skonova in the paint to Jaden Hoffmeyer. Layup, no good, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds, out on Okoboji. Kind of funny, the fan now sitting right by where the ball went out of bounds, trying to duck out of the way. But 5:10 remaining here in the first half. Still a 12-point lead for Unity Christian. Here's Ava Packabush with it. Packabush near the top of the key. Gets it in the paint, fight for it, and they're going to call a jump ball, possession arrow, Unity Christian. Another new substitution. Helmers checks in for Packabush. Deckers gets it into Mia Skydeman. Skydeman swings it to Deckers. Deckers drives near the corner, stops, hands it off to Skonova. She gets it back to Deckers. Cross court to Mia Skydeman. In the paint to Jaden Hoffmeyer. She's blocked from behind, taken by Okoboji. Here's Courtney Bachman, left wing, swings it over. This is Lydia Bundy. Bundy traveled near the top of the key. And the Knights will take over. Courtney Hoffmeyer checks in. Jaden Hoffmeyer checks out for the Knights. Here's Skydeman. Skydeman over to Skonova. Skonova dribbles near the corner. Now she drives baseline, kicks it over to Deckers. Her jumper, good. Cassidy Deckers, her second bucket of the Knights. It's a 12-point lead once again for the Knights. Carson swings it back. Here's Bundy with it now. Bundy drives, kicks it back out. This is Bachman. Bachman drives near baseline, no good. Off the side of the backboard, goes out of bounds. It'll be Unity Christian basketball. Lene Abrahamson checks back in. She'll check in for Wittrock. Here's Mia Skydeman with it. Skydeman up to, goes out of bounds. It'll remain with Unity Christian. Looks like some miscommunication there. Deckers and Wouchstra in the area, but Deckers will inbound it here for the Knights. She gets it into Wouchstra in the corner, back to Deckers. Here is Skonova with it near the free throw line. Had it poked from behind, but Abrahamson called for the foul. And that is the Pioneers' 10th foul of the half, so it'll be 2 free throws here for Skonoven. And for Abrahamson, as the first free throw's up and good. Abrahamson, that is her second foul. 28-25 Unity Christian, and make that 29-15 Unity Christian. Skonoven has 12. Here's Abrahamson, swings it over. This is Bundy with it, kicks it back out. Here's a 3 from the corner, that's no good. No good, that was from Bachman. Here comes Skeideman back the other way, loses it out of bounds. Out on Unity Christian. Okoboji will take over. Here's Carly Carsons. Carson stops, pull up 3, no good. Rebound Deckers. Deckers bringing it back the other way. Deckers in transition. Her layup, no good, but she's fouled. So Deckers to the line for 2. Abrahamson gets her 3rd foul. First free throw on the way for Deckers is up and good. And Jaden Hoffmeyer checks in for Skonoven. 3:21 remaining here, first half. And Deckers coming in actually 4th in the War Eagle and field goal percentage, shooting at a 55.2% clip. The second free throw is no good. 30-15 is a Unity Christian lead. Here's Packabush. Packabush works off a screen, kicks it back out to Bundy. Bundy pump fakes, and that pass is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Unity Christian basketball. Here's Skeideman. Skeideman stops, swings it over to Woudstra. 3 minutes to go here in the half. Woudstra's pass off of Hoffmeyer's hands. It'll go out of bounds. And a little confusion on which way it was supposed to go, but it'll go with Okoboji. Here's Packabush. Packabush crossover dribble. Swings it over. This is Helmers with it. Helmers near right wing, kicks it into Bachman. She gets it back in the paint to Helmers. Her layup no good off the glass. Gets her own rebound, kicks it back out to Bachman. She'll take a 3 near the top of the key, no good. And rebound Okoboji again. Here's Bundy. Loses control of it, this time finally taken by Unity Christian. Woudstra will bring it back up the other way. She passed it to Skeideman. Here's Woudstra with it again. Here's Courtney Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer back to Skeideman. Skeideman near left wing, kicks it back out to Woudstra. Here's Deckers near right wing. She'll take a long 2, good. Cassidy Deckers up to 7 points. It's a 17 points Unity Christian lead as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the half. That's taken away by Deckers. Deckers coast to coast. Her layup up and good. And we got a timeout by Okoboji on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. You are watching Unity Christian basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You can't replace the peace of mind that comes with knowing your animal is in good hands. Central Veterinary Clinic has been serving Sioux Center and the surrounding area for over 60 years. With a staff of 11 veterinarians, you can be sure you're getting the right care when you need it. Whether it's your companion animal or a production animal operation, Central Veterinary is committed to staying up to date on the most current medical advances and knowledge to provide your animal with the best care. See what the professionals at Central Veterinary have to offer you at centralveterinaryclinic.com.
And welcome back to Unity Christian. The Knights off to a commanding 34-15 lead. 1:52 remaining here in the first half. They've had multiple people, 2 people in double digits so far do the Knights, and Decker's just at 9. But Decker's at 9, Jaden Hoffmeyer at 10, Gracie Skonoven has 12, and Courtney Hoffmeyer has 2. So a lot of people coming in and contributing here for the Knights. as they look to keep padding on to this lead. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Okoboji basketball, as it'll be Harper Rabel checking it in. And here's Packabush bringing it back the other way. Packabush over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen drives, kicks it back out to Rabel. Rabel back out in the corner to Bachman. Bachman stops, swings it over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen back to Bachman, right wing. Bachman back to Lorenzen. She'll take a three, left wing, good. Olivia Lorenzen with 5 after that three. 34-28, Unity Christian leads. Here's Scheidemann. Scheidemann stops, swings it over to Deckers. Deckers drives baseline, kicks it into Courtney Hoffmeyer, who lays it up and in. Courtney Hoffmeyer has 4. It's back to an 18-point Unity Christian lead. Packabush gets it into Lorenzen near the top of the key. Lorenzen into Holmes. Holmes blocked from behind, but she's fouled by Jaden Hoffmeyer. And that's, take that back, they're going to put the foul on Mia Scheidemann. That is Scheidemann's first. First free throw from Holmes is good. And Holmes now with 3. And Zoe Holmes coming in actually only 36.4% from the line. 12 of 33. As she misses that one. Rebound, Jaylee Woudstra. Under a minute to go before halftime. Here's Mia Scheidemann. Swings it back to Woudstra. Woudstra dribbles near the corner. Swings it over to Scheidemann near the top of the key. Scheidemann into the elbow to Hoffmeyer. She gets it into Jaden Hoffmeyer, who lays it up and in. Jaden Hoffmeyer with 12. The assist from Courtney Hoffmeyer. So we approach 30 seconds left to go here, second period. Here's Holmes. Holmes off the glass, no good. Out of bounds, it'll be Unity Christian basketball. As Emma Wittrock subs in for Zoe Holmes for Okoboji. 19-point lead for the Knights. Here's Mia Scheidemann. Scheidemann to Deckers. Deckers near right wing. Works off a screen. Almost taken away by Okoboji. Goes out of bounds. It'll remain with Unity Christian. Deckers to inbound. She gets it into Woudstra in the corner. Woudstra back to Deckers. Approaching 15 to go in the half. Here's Deckers jumper. Good. Cassidy Deckers in double digits. She's at 11. It's a long pass that goes out of bounds. And Unity Christian will have one more chance to score here before halftime. 5.3 left to go before halftime. Here's Mia Scheidemann. She'll sprint her way up the court. Scheidemann near left wing, swings it over. That's out of bounds with 0.2 seconds left to go, and you really can't do much with 0.2 seconds. But Scheidemann will inbound anyway. Here's Woudstra, and she tried to take a three. She made it, but they waved it off. And great effort by Jaylee Woudstra, but not in time. But the Knights still lead 42-19. We'll take a break. You are watching Unity Christian basketball on Fuller.
Customers deserve great internet too. This is Doug from EverTech. You deserve EverTech's no limits internet and the personal service that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bringing customers like you reliable, unlimited internet. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Since 1998, Ground Effects in Sioux Center has been Northwest Iowa's premier landscaping and garden center, providing a full variety of trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals. Visit scgroundeffects.com and use their Plant Finder tool to help you find the perfect plant for your home. Ground Effects also has a full staff of experts and designers to turn your landscaping dreams into a reality. Come see what Ground Effects in Sioux Center has to offer.
Notaboom Electric and Refrigeration has always operated under strong values aimed at exceeding client needs. The relationship with their clients begins on the first day of contact and only ends once you are fully satisfied with the work. When you hire Notaboom Electric, you can count on them for the results you want and need. They offer a number of services, for residential and commercial facilities to schools and churches. Discover the advantage of working with Notaboom Electric and Refrigeration in Orange City today. Wishing good luck to the Knights.
When each new day begins, we're here. When you want new technology that's tested and proven, we're here. When you need a sounding board or just a good story, we're here. For an ally whose local roots run as deep as yours, or to make next year the best year yet, we'll be where we've been all along, with you from the word go.
And welcome back here to Unity Christian as the Knights lead 40-19 here at halftime. The Knights were up 19-10 after one, and then obviously now scored 21 points in the second period to jump out to this commanding 21-point lead. I'll give you a quick recap of the first half, and I'll give you the stats first for Okoboji. Ava Packabush had 2, Zoe Holmes had 3, Olivia Lorenzen had 5, Carly Carstens had 2, Lene Abrahamson led the way with 6. She knocked down 2 threes, and Lydia Bundy knocked down a free throw. She has 1. And for the Knights, Cassidy Deckers has 11, Jaden Hoffmeyer has 12, Gracie Skonoven has 12 as well, and then Courtney Hoffmeyer has 4. So it's been really good to see 3 different players in double digits already here for the Knights. Like I mentioned, Deckers at 11, then both Jaden Hoffmeyer and Gracie Skonoven at 12. And actually, Jaden Hoffmeyer didn't score at all in their win back on Tuesday, so it's good to see her put up some more points here already early on in this game. And Gracie Skonoven, like she has been really just about every game, she's been dominant in the paint. She's had a couple of great moves in the post, and she's shown really just how crafty she is there near the rim. But the Knights have also done a great job with ball movement, done a great job passing inside the paint. Courtney Hoffmeyer and Jaden Hoffmeyer really work well together, and I think they really gel together as well, as we've seen a couple of Knights spring open there in the paint underneath the rim for a couple of really easy buckets. And one thing that I'd maybe like to see from the Knights is maybe try to get Jaylee Woucher open for 3. I think everybody in the gym thought she knocked down a 3 from the corner there toward the end, but with 0.2 seconds left to go, it's almost like you almost have to wave that off, and it's almost impossible to really get anything off there in 0.2 seconds. But a dominant first half here for the Knights, and really it's been, I would say, a little difficult as well, because the Okoboji fans that have made the trip here, like I said earlier in the first half, they made it pretty loud here. They're making some noise, and they're supporting their team really well. So the Knights have done a good job of kind of navigating through that, feeding off their own home crowd, and really just trying to block out the noise as they look to hopefully put the finishing touches on this one in the second half. They're on their way to doing just that, moving on here in the Class 3A Region 6 tournament. And with that, I'll take a little bit of a break, and I should be back near the start of the second half. You're watching Unity Christian Basketball on Fuller.
Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
I chose the NCCCNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
Unity Christian is proud to have these businesses as partners, helping to ensure the success of our students now and into the future.
Take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's gonna be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa at Iowa State Bank.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
As a bank that cares about supporting small businesses, American State Bank assisted hundreds of young entrepreneurs launch their first business. Starting a business can be complicated, even when it's just a lemonade stand. It's never too early to begin thinking toward your next project, and we'll be here to help make it go as smoothly as possible. Supporting entrepreneurs, no matter their age, it's what we do.
You can't replace the peace of mind that comes with knowing your animal is in good hands. Central Veterinary Clinic has been serving Sioux Center and the surrounding area for over 60 years. With a staff of 11 veterinarians, you can be sure you're getting the right care when you need it. Whether it's your companion animal or a production animal operation, Central Veterinary is committed to staying up to date on the most current medical advances and knowledge to provide your animal with the best care. See what the professionals at Central Veterinary have to offer you at centralveterinaryclinic.com.
And we welcome you back to Unity Christian High School, about set for the start of the second half. And I do have a score over at West Lyon. The Wildcats lead 35-27 at halftime. Again, if the Knights win this game, they will go on to play the winner of that game. So I will try to keep you updated on that. But over here we have another half to play. And the Pioneers will start with the basketball. Here's Carly Karstens with it. Carson gets it in near the right wing. She gets the handoff again. Here's Packabush. Packabush spins in the lane, kicks it back out to Holmes. Holmes back out to Packabush. She'll take a three, top of the key, no good. And rebound Skonoven. And she'll bring it back the other way. Skonoven swings it over to Zevenbergen, top of the key. Zevenbergen drives, kicks it in, baseline to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer lays it up and in. Jaden Hoffmeyer, 14 so far tonight. It's a 42-19 lead for the Knights. Here's Pakabush. Pakabush drives, layup no good, but she's fouled. So Pakabush will go to the line for 2. And Pakabush, more or less, leads the team in free throw percentage as the first free throw is up and no good as I say that. But coming in 70.7% from the line. Second free throw on the way and good. So a 22-point lead here for the Knights. Here's Zevenbergen. Zevenbergen over to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer works off the screen, gets it in near baseline to Skonoven. She'll take a jumper. Good! Gracie Skonoven, she's up to 14 now. Make that a 24-point lead for the Knights. Here's Pakabush. Pakabush swings it in. This is Helmers. Helmers drives, underhanded layup up and good. So back-to-back possessions with points here for the Pioneers. We'll see if they can chip away at that big Unity Christian lead. Here's Deckers. Deckers over to Zevenbergen. Baseline floater. Good. Zevenbergen on the board for the first time tonight. And the Knights have an answer for every Okoboji score. And that one out of bounds. It'll remain with Okoboji. Here's Helmers with it. Near right wing. Helmer swings it over to Pakabush near the top of the key. Pakabush is fouled. And they got Deckers on that foul. Helmers gets it into Pakabush. Pakabush in the paint to Holmes. Back to Pakabush. He'll take a 3. Right wing. Good. Ava Pakabush has 5 now. Okoboji starting to score a lot better. Is it too little too late? Here's Deckers. Jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. Goes out of bounds. It'll go toward Okoboji. Still a 19-point lead for the Knights. Here's Ava Pakabush with it. Pakabush hands it off to Abrahamson. She'll get it over to Karstens. Carson drives in the lane. She's blocked from behind by Skonoven. Taken by Holmes. Holmes dribbles. Good pass in the paint to Pakabush, who lays it up and in. 46-27. Unity Christian leads. Here's Skonoven. Skonoven back out to Zevenbergen. In the paint to Courtney Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer traveled. So the Pioneers will take over. Here's Carly Karstens with it. Karstens works near left wing. Karstens drives near baseline. They're going to wave off the shot and I believe call a foul. Foul on Cassidy Deckers. That is Deckers' 3rd. And it looks like Zevenbergen will check back in for Deckers. Good inbound find to Abrahamson, who lays it up and in. Abrahamson has 8. 17-point lead for the Knights. Here's Skydemon. Skydemon almost loses it. Gets it over to Jaden Hoffmeyer. Cross court to Wouchner. Wouchner over to Skonoven. She'll take a 3. Left wing. Good! Gracie Skonoven not known for her 3-point shots, but she gets one to go there. Back out to a 20-point lead. Here's Karstens. Karstens back out to Pat, 2. That's Helmers. That's no good. Rebound, Wouchstra. Here's Skonoven near the top of the key. Drives, kicks it over to Jaden Hoffmeyer. Good find, good finish by Jaden Hoffmeyer. And timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. You are watching Unity Christian Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Customers deserve great internet too. This is Doug from EverTech. You deserve EverTech's no limits internet and the personal service that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bringing customers like you reliable, unlimited internet. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School. It's been a back and forth third period so far. 4:30 left to go, third period. Knights lead 51-29. Looks like the Pioneers might have found a little something here in offense. But like I said, the Knights have been matching them blow for blow. Here's Karstens. Karstens swings it over to Helmers. Helmers kicks it over to Abrahamson in the corner. Abrahamson back out to Karstens in the paint. No, taken away by Zevenbergen. Here's Skonoven with it. Near the corner. Skonoven drives in the paint. Layup no good, but she's fouled. Hard fall to the floor, but she gets right back up. So Skonoven at the line for two. Foul on Zoe Holmes. That's her third. First free throw on its way and good. Skonoven up to 18 as Lydia Bundy checks in for Holmes. And second free throw up and good. Make that 19 for Gracie Skonoven. Actually, take that back. She's at 20. Here's Olivia Lorenzen as she tries to get it off to Bundy, but taken by Hoffmeyer. Here's Skonoven back the other way. Skonoven kicks it back out to Wowsha. She'll take a three, no good. And rebound, Okoboji. Here come the Pioneers. And that bounces off of Lorenzen, and not sure why it wasn't a backcourt violation, but Pioneers still have the basketball. Here's a three from the corner from Karstens, too long, no good. And rebounds Zevenberg, and that's taken away by Abrahamson. Abrahamson stops, three, good. Abrahamson good from three once again. That's her third three of the game. She's got 11. Knights still lead by 21. Here's Skonoven left wing, and that's taken away by the Pioneers again. This is Helmers with it, and she almost throws it away, saved by Karstens. Here's Abrahamson with it again. Abrahamson in it to Karstens in the paint. Karstens layup, no good, but she's fouled. Carly Karstens has two tonight, and she actually made the game-winning free throw in their win over Boynton Hole back on February 3rd. So a clutch player, good player, like I said, Midland basketball commit as she sinks the first one. And on the year, 61.6% from the free throw line is Karstens as Olivia Lorenzen checks out. Karstens' second free throw on the way, and too long, no good. Gets her own rebound, and she's double teaming in the paint, puts it up, no good. And rebound, Knights coming back the other way. Here's Skonoven. Skonoven, crossover dribble back to Scheidemann. Scheidemann cross court to Decker's right wing. Deckers almost has it poked away. 2:30 left to go, third period. Here's Skonoven. Skonoven near the corner, back to Decker's right wing. Deckers drive, stops. She's stripped of the basketball. It'll remain with Unity Christian. Packabush checks in. Karstens checks out for the Pioneers. Scheidemann gets it into Skonoven. Back over to Deckers. Here's Wowster with it left wing. Back to Deckers right wing. Deckers kicks it back out to Scheidemann. Here's Skonoven, three, top of the key, good! Gracie Skonoven hitting it from everywhere. That's her second three of the game. She's got 23. That one's taken away by Wouchstra, almost to travel. As Scheidemann will bring it back the other way. Here's Woucher for three, left wing, good! Woucher gets on the board for the first time tonight. And it's 59-33 Unity Christian. Here's Abrahamson, pumps, kicks it over to, here's Packabush with it now. Packabush, here's a three, good from the corner. That was Lydia Bundy with that three. Timeout on the floor, we'll take a timeout. Take a timeout with them, you're watching. I'll take that back. They're gonna call a technical foul before we go. I believe they call a technical foul on Okoboji's head coach, John Adams. So when we come back, Unity Christian will have some free throws to shoot. We'll take a break. You're watching Unity Christian basketball.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School. The Knights lead 59-36. And right after the timeout, a technical foul called on Okoboji's head coach. I believe it was their head coach, John Adams. I'm not for sure. But Gracie Skonoven will shoot a couple free throws here. Then obviously the Knights will retain possession as well. First free throw up and good. Skonoven up to 24. And second free throw is no good. So out of the technical foul, the Knights get 1 point, and they will keep the basketball. It's going over to inbounds and into Mia Skeideman. Skeideman loses the basketball, saved, and it's inbounds. Here's Packabush. Packabush has it stripped away, taken by Jaylee Woudstra. Here comes Mia Skeideman back the other way and a fall to the floor. And they're going to call a foul on Gracie Skonoven. Actually, I'll take that back. Foul on Okoboji. A foul on Courtney Bachman. The Okoboji crowd not very happy. As that one goes out of bounds, it'll go with Okoboji. They thought the referees missed a couple traveling calls on Jaylee Woudstra, and I think that technical foul maybe riled them up a little bit more. But here come the Pioneers back the other way. Here's Packabush. Packabush hands it off to Bachman. Bachman gets it over to Packabush, right wing. Packabush drives to the free throw line. Triple team needs somewhere to go. Just puts it up. That's no good. And rebound, Unity Christian. Here's Deckers with it. Deckers near right wing. Deckers hands it off to Skonoven. Skonoven swings it over to Skeideman. Skeideman up to Deckers near baseline. In the paint, that's a good layup by Gracie Skonoven. And she is up to 26 here in this first round playoff game. It's a 62-36 lead for Unity Christian. Here's Bachman with it. She just tries to put it up. She gets it to go with the foul. And Bachman on the board for the first time. She'll go to the free throw line. Bachman coming in 7 for 13 from the free throw line. 53.8% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Hit every part of the rim and went in for the junior Bachman. Here's Skonoven to bring it back the other way. 15 seconds left to go, third period. Good move in the post. And another good layup by Gracie Skonoven. Up to 28. Here come the Pioneers back the other way. Bachman near right wing. Kicks it back out, and that'll be the end of the third period with the Knights leading 64-39. We'll take a break. You are watching Unity Christian basketball on Fuller Digital.
Since 1998, Ground Effects in Sioux Center has been Northwest Iowa's premier landscaping and garden center, providing a full variety of trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals. Visit scgroundeffects.com and use their Plant Finder tool to help you find the perfect plant for your home. Ground Effects also has a full staff of experts and designers to turn your landscaping dreams into a reality. Come see what Ground Effects in Sioux Center has to offer.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School. The Knights outscored the Pioneers 24-20 during the third period. It was more of a back and forth battle, but the Knights still lead 64-39. If my math serves me correctly, that's a 25-point lead for the Knights as we are about set for the beginning of the fourth period. And Gracie Skonoven has 28 for the Knights. Jaden Hoffmeyer has 16. Cassidy Deckers with 11. Caitlin Zevenbergen has 2. Courtney Hoffmeyer has 4. And it's been a dominant game from the Knights from the start. As Skonoven to inbound, she gets it into Cassidy Deckers. Decker swings it over to Skonoven. Skonoven drives near baseline. Swings it over to Jaden Hoffmeyer. She puts it up, and it is good. And Jaden Hoffmeyer it's got to be close to a career night. 18 points. Here come the Pioneers. Karstens drives, layup, good with the foul. Karstens up to 5 points. As Olivia Lorenzen checks in for McKenna Helmers for the Pioneers. And Carson's free throw attempt is up and too strong and no good. Here's Gracie Skonoven. Skonoven up to Zevenbergen. Back over to Deckers near the corner. She'll drive baseline, pull up jumper, no good. And a rebound, Okoboji coming back the other way. Packabush in the top of the key. Packabush hands it off to Lorenzen. Lorenzen crossover dribble, stops, gets it into Holmes. Holmes blocked from behind by Deckers. It goes out of bounds. It'll remain with Okoboji. There's a good pass into Carsons. Carsons puts it up, no good. Rebound taken by Unity Christian. Courtney Hoffmeyer, but that's stolen away. And they're going to call a backcourt violation, actually, on Okoboji. And Unity Christian will take over. Here comes Skonoven. Skonoven crossover dribble, gets it off to Zevenbergen. Her three, no good. Rebound fought for. They're going to call. Let's see what the call is here. I didn't quite see it, but I believe they're going to call foul on Okoboji. A hard fall to the floor as well, but the foul on Olivia Lorenzen. That's her third, team's fourth. Skonoven to inbound, gets it into Courtney Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer over to Skonoven, almost loses control. Skonoven crossover dribble, gets it off to Deckers. Deckers pull up a jumper, good. Cassidy Deckers up to 13 now. 68-42 is the Unity Christian lead. Cross-court pass to Lorenzen, she'll take a three, good. Olivia Lorenzen up to 8 points. And Deckers is fouled by Lorenzen. 6:33 remaining here in this game. Unity Christian leads by 23. That is Lorenzen's fourth foul. Here's Skonoven with it. She brings it back up across the timeline. She stops. Hands it off to Deckers. Deckers kicks it back out. You're Skonoven again. Thought about a three. Gets it up to Hoffmeyer. Her floater no good. Fight for the rebound, and Hoffmeyer is out of bounds. It'll be a Okoboji basketball. Here's Ava Packabush. Packabush works off a screen. They're going to stop play, I believe call a foul on Gracie Skonoven. That is her third. And that was actually the 17th foul for the night, so Packabush will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Packabush has 8. Jaylee Woucher will check in for Courtney Hoffmeyer. And a second free throw is up and rattles on and out, no good. Rebound, Woucher. Here's Skonoven. Skonoven crossover dribble, kicks it back out to Woucher. Her three, no good. And rebound taken by Hoffmeyer off the hands of Cassidy Deckers, and that is going to be another backcourt violation. So the Pioneers will take over. McKenna Helmers checks in for Olivia Lorenzen. Emma Wittrock checks in for Zoe Holmes for the Pioneers. Here's Carly Carsons with it now. Tries to get it in the paint, taken away by the Knights. Here's Skonoven in transition. Skonoven lays it up and in. Skonoven up to 30 points. Here's Carly Karstens, hands it off to Abrahamson, kicks it into Wittrock. Wittrock working on Skonoven. Wittrock puts it up, no good. Good defense by Skonoven, and there's a foul called on Courtney Bachman. And that is Bachman's second, team sixth. 70-46 is the Unity Christian lead. Here's Skonoven. Near left wing, hands it off to Skeideman. Skeideman gets it over to Skonoven. Near the top of the key. Skonoven stops, kicks over to Woucher. Here's Mia Skeideman with it left wing. In the paint to Skonoven. Skonoven fights for it. They're going to stop play and call a jump ball. And possession arrow, Okoboji. As Abrahamson checks out, I think Lydia Bundy checks back in. 5:01 remaining here in the fourth period. Here's Carly Karstens with it. Karstens drives the lane, her layup up and good with the foul. Good drive to the rim by Carly Karstens. And Karstens has 8 points. And her free throw is up and no good. Rebound, Cassidy Deckers. Decker stops, kicks it back out to Skeideman. Skeideman cross court to Woucher. Woucher back to Skeideman left wing. Skeideman swings it over to Woucher. Woucher pull up three off the mark, no good. And rebound, Lydia Bundy. Here come the Pioneers. This is Wittrock with it. Wittrock's fouled on the way up. So Emma Wittrock at the line for two. That's actually Skonoven's fourth foul. First free throw on the way and good. Wittrock's, the seniors' first points of the game. And Wittrock coming in 16 for 33 from the line. Second free throw is good. Here's Skonoven with it. Skonoven crossover dribble. She gets it up near right wing. She'll try to drive baseline. Kicks it in. Tries to get it into Hoffmeyer taken by Woucher. She'll kick it back out to Skeideman. Here's Decker's right wing. Decker's cross court to Mia Skeideman. And she almost traveled. She hands it off to Skonoven. Skonoven in the paint to Deckers. That's taken away by the Pioneers. Comes Bachman, hands it off to Helmers. Back to Bachman, left wing. Bachman drives. She tried to kick it in. I think they're going to call a kick on Unity Christian. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. You are watching Unity Christian Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
I chose NCC because they have a nice welding program. Their building is fairly new. They make it very easy to just jump in and learn. Coming into welding, I had no experience, so this program and this NCC seems like a good place to start.
We have very good instructors here. They're all well qualified. The courses are going to be the same as you get them here. Difference is it's going to cost you a lot less money. Then we have agreements with lots of other universities, about 40 of them, and that allows them to transfer all their credits.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School. The Knights trying to cap off a big win here in the first round of the Region 6 postseason bracket as they lead by 20, 70-50, 3:48 remaining here in the fourth period. As a few different Knights have had great nights tonight. Gracie Skonoven has 30 so far. Jaden Hoffmeyer's 18. Cassidy Deckers has 13, and those are your main scorers. But Okoboji with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Here's Olivia Lorenzen. Lorenzen hands it off to Helmers. Helmers back out to Lydia Bundy. She'll take a deep three. That is no good. And rebound, Jaylee Wouchra. Wouchra hands it off to Deckers. Deckers up to Skonoven. Skonoven drives, crossover dribble, off the glass, no good. And rebound, Okoboji coming back the other way. Here's Lorenzen. Lorenzen drives in the lane, her layup up and no good. Rebound, Courtney Hoffmeyer. Here's Cassidy Deckers with it now, and she'll bring it back the other way. Deckers drives, puts up a floater, that's good with the foul. Deckers up to 15. And they got McKenna Helmers on that foul. That's her third. 72-50 is the Unity Christian lead. And the free throw on the way and good from Cassidy Deckers. Cross-court pass up to Lorenzen. Lorenzen near the paint to Wittrock. She hands it off to Lorenzen. Here's an open three from Helmers. That's too long, no good. And rebound is going to go out of bounds, out on Okoboji. Unity Christian will take over. Here's Skonoven. Skonoven near right wing. Bring it back near the corner. She'll drive baseline. Skonoven turns around, puts it up, good. Tough shot from Gracie Skonoven. She gets it to go. Up to 32 points. Here's Carly Carson, swings it over to Abrahams. She pumps, drives, underhanded floater, good. Lene Abrahamson up to 13. Skonoven. Skonoven almost throws it away. Here's Deckers. Deckers, no good. And they're going to call a foul on Cassidy Deckers. And that is Deckers' fourth. That is also the 10th team foul for Unity Christian. So Emma Wittrock will shoot two. First free throw is too long, no good. Jaden Hoffmeyer checks in. Caitlin Zevenbergen checks in as well. Wouchra and Courtney Hoffmeyer check out. And a second is also no good, too long, and a foul called on the fight for the rebound. So a foul on Okoboji, a foul on McKenna Helmers. And that is Helmers' 4th, team's 8th. 1-1 here for Cassidy Deckers. And that free throw is up and good, and she ties the amount of points she had back on Tuesday. She had 17. She has 17 now. 2:14 remaining. Unity Christian leads by 24. Second free throw is good, and she eclipses that 17-point performance from last game. She's up to 18. Here's Carly Karstens. Karstens to the top of the key, drives, good move in the paint. Her underhand layup no good. Putback is no good as well. But there was a foul on Emma Wittrock. So it looks like after this we're going to see a mass substitution with a little over 2 to go. And the game pretty much in control by the Knights, has been in control the whole time as the free throws up and good from Emma Wittrock. Zoe Dittman checks in. Ella Popema checks in. Round of applause for everybody leaving the court. Ruby Zilstra in the game, as well as Haley Hofflin. A lot of new faces on the floor for the Pioneers, as well as the second free throw is no good from Wittrock. And here come the Knights back the other way. This is Skeideman with it. Yes, Skeideman hands it off to Popema. Here's Zilstra driving baseline, gets it into Dittman. Dittman drives, stops, layup, good. Zoe Dittman on the board. The good floater off the glass. Here comes Okoboji back the other way, and they're going to call a travel. And the Knights will take over. 1:42 remaining as Mia Skeideman checks out. Lena Stewart checks in for the Knights. So I think that was the last senior for the Pioneers to check out, Emma Wittrock. Round of applause for her as well. Here's Ella Popema. Popema over to Zilstra. Zilstra back to Popema near the top of the key. Popema drives, kicks it back out. This is Stewart with it, back to Popema. Gets it in to Dittman. That's going to go out of bounds. Dittman's pass out of bounds. Okoboji will take over. So here are the Pioneers. This is Addison Johnson with it. Johnson in to Jocelyn Heller. Heller stops, kicks it back out to Johnson. Here's another pass near the corner. That's tipped away by Zilstra. That was Cambry Kleckner. Stewart will check out. I believe Maddie Hooglin had checked in for her. And here come the Pioneers. This is Bryn Ness, kicks it back over. This is Addison Johnson with it again. Cross court up to Kleckner. Kleckner drives her floater up and no good. Under a minute left to go. Here's Dittman, taken away by the Pioneers. Here's Peyton Schmidt. Schmidt's layup is good. The sophomore on the board tonight. And here comes Ella Popema, hands it off to Haley Hofflin. Hofflin over to Zilstra, stops, gets it into Dittman. Dittman floater, good. Zoe Dittman. Couple buckets off the bench. 81-55 is the Unity Christian lead. Here's Bryn Ness, hands it off. This is Schmitz with it again. Schmitz traveled. 22.1 seconds left to go. Shot clock turned off. Schmitz will check out. And Harper Rabel will check in. Dittman will check out. Lena Stewart checks back in. And here's Ella Popema, under 20 to go. Hands it off to Zilstra. Zilstra will drive baseline. Her layup up and no good. Fight for the rebound. Taken again by Zilstra. Kicks it back out. Here's Popma in the corner to Zilstra. Her three, no good. And rebound Okoboji. 3 to go. 2 to go. One last pass up. And that will be it, with Unity Christian cruising in this one. They will win 81-55, and they will move on to play the winner of Westline and MLC Floyd Valley. They will host that one on Wednesday. More details for that as I wrap this thing up. You're watching Unity Christian basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Unity Christian is proud to have these businesses as partners, helping to ensure the success of our students now and into the future.
And welcome back to Unity Christian High School. The Knights take this one 81-55. And I wish I had a final score for you from the Westline game, but I don't. But I'll just keep going on with the post game, and I'll give you the final numbers. First for Okoboji. Ava Packabush had 8. Zoe Holmes had 3. Olivia Lorenzen had 8. Courtney Bachman had 3. Carly Carstens had 8. Emma Wittrock had 3. Lene Abrahamson had led the way with 13. Lydia Bundy had 4. McKenna Helmers had 2. Then Peyton Schmitz came in toward the end and got a bucket. She had 2 as well. And for Unity Christian, Cassidy Deckers had 18. Caitlin Zevenbergen had 2. Jaden Hoffmeyer had 18. Gracie Skonoven had 32 tonight. Jaylee Woucher knocked down 1 3. She ended with 3. Courtney Hoffmeyer had 4. And then Zoe Dittman had 4 points as well. And a game that was controlled really from start to finish for the Knights, as they got a lot of great shooting, a lot of great play under the rim by Gracie Skonoven, and Jaden Hoffmeyer and Cassie Deckers also both had great nights as well. Jaden Hoffmeyer doing a good job of getting loose and getting open underneath the basket, and Deckers lived on those short-range jumpers, short-range floaters, and that really was the key to victory, with multiple people stepping in and doing their part and playing really exceptionally well. I want to congratulate the Okoboji Pioneers on a great season, especially the seniors, Olivia Lorenzen, Carly Karstens, Emma Wittrock, Lene Abrahamson, and McKenna Helmers. Congratulations to the Pioneers on what was an up and down season, but they really honestly fought to the very end. Great effort that I saw out of them, really from start to finish. So again, don't have a final score for you from the Westline MLC Floyd Valley game, but the Knights will go on to take on the winner of Westline and MLC Floyd Valley. That game will take place on Wednesday the 15th right here at Unity Christian High School at 7 p.m. I believe Fuller Digital Solutions will have the call for you on that one. But congratulations to the Knights on taking this one and moving on in the playoffs. They got 2 more to go before they can earn a trip to the state tournament. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is Jordan DeSmit signing off.